Have you ever wondered if everything you've known about male sexual desire is factual? Maybe you've heard things like men are always in the mood or guys only care about physical appearance, but then in your own life, things don't quite match up. Maybe you're struggling to understand your partner's needs or even your own. Or perhaps you're questioning why things down there aren't just happening like they used to, or how it's been portrayed in the media. Male sexual desire is one of the most misunderstood topics out there, and those one-size-fits-all myths, they're not helping anyone. The truth is far more complex and honestly way more interesting. In this video, as requested by our viewers, we're breaking down the science behind male sexual desire, debunking harmful stereotypes, and diving into what really drives intimacy for you as a man or the men in your life. Myth number 1. Men are always in the mood. The belief men think about sex all the time and they're always ready for it. The truth is, male desire isn't as constant or simple as we're led to believe. Think about this. Have you ever been so stressed, so exhausted, or so overwhelmed that intimacy was the last thing on your mind? That's something everyone experiences, but men are rarely given permission to admit it. The idea that men are always in the mood puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on them to live up to an impossible standard. Now, studies do show that men tend to report more frequent sexual thoughts and a stronger sex drive compared to women. A meta-analysis of gender and sexuality research found that men think about sex more, fantasize more, and initiate sex more often. But this doesn't mean they're immune to the factors that affect anyone's libido. Things like stress, exhaustion, or even a lack of emotional connection. And here's something even more interesting. Testosterone, often seen as the magic button for male libido, isn't as powerful as people think. A study from the University of California, Santa Barbara found that testosterone levels alone don't fully explain sexual desire, especially in men in long-term relationships. So if you're feeling like your desire isn't where it should be, don't be ashamed or hard on yourself. There's often more to it than just biology. Myth number 2, male desire is all physical. The belief men only care about the physical act of sex. The truth, emotional and psychological factors play a huge role in male sexual desire. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself or your partner less interested in sex during times of emotional distance or tension? That's because, just like women, men's sexual desire is deeply tied to their mental and emotional state. In fact, research shows that stress, mental health, and relationship satisfaction are huge drivers of male libido. And here's where society makes it harder. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions and prioritize strength over vulnerability. This cultural expectation can create intimacy barriers that lead to frustration. Not because they don't care, but because they don't always feel emotionally safe enough to express themselves. Myth number 3. Desire never fades in long-term relationships. The belief, if the spark fades, it means something's wrong. The truth is, sexual desire naturally ebbs and flows in long-term relationships. Imagine this. You've been with your partner for years. You love each other deeply, but the honeymoon phase has passed, and sex doesn't feel as spontaneous or exciting as it used to. Sound familiar? Research shows that while desire can decrease over time in long-term relationships, it doesn't mean the connection is gone. It just means it's evolving. For men, emotional intimacy is often a key driver of sexual desire. Building that connection through communication, acts of appreciation, or even simple gestures like holding hands can reignite the spark. Myth number 4, men's desire is uncontrollable. The belief is that men's sexual desire is purely instinctual and hardwired. The truth is, male sexual desire is influenced by emotions, relationships, and society. Here's the thing. Reducing male sexuality to biology alone does a huge disservice to men. Yes, hormones and physical attraction play a role, but so do emotional needs, societal pressures, and even how men perceive themselves. When men feel supported, valued, and emotionally connected, their sexual desire often thrives. And when those things are missing, it's no surprise that desire can wane. Recognizing this allows us to move past the stereotype of uncontrollable male desire and instead focus on building healthy, fulfilling relationships. The truth about male sexual desire. So there you have it, the reality behind male sexual desire. It's not about being always in the mood or fitting into some fictional idea of manhood. It's about understanding the beautiful complexity of how emotions, biology, and relationships all play a role in our desires and experiences. If you've ever felt confused, frustrated, or even ashamed about your desire, yours or your partner's, we hope this video gave you some clarity and relief. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. Don't forget to subscribe for more real, honest conversations like this.